All right, folks. I think I had a sneak peek at this one, so I've been thinking about it. But let me double check the book, make sure I'm on the right topic. Let's have a look. See. Yep. The upside to the AI revolution. Let me say that again. So the upside to the AI revolution, artificial intelligence. That's what I'm talking about today. This has been on my mind for a while. I do work in the technology industry, so this is always something that's kind of on the forefront of my mind, something that I think about quite a bit. And I was having a conversation with a friend, and she said that it would be interesting if maybe I did some talks on this sort of stuff. So why not? I'm going to give it a try. This will be a bit more of a technical entry for Nick's thoughts. Typically, they're more philosophical or psychological. This one's going to be about science and technology. So yeah, artificial intelligence, as if you haven't been under a rock, you'll notice that it's changing almost daily the landscape of the world we live in. You're seeing a lot of stuff like prompt to image or prompt to video nowadays. So something like you can write a quick little prompt and it'll generate an image for you, or you can even start doing that with video or even video editing, which I think could be really interesting, especially for this sort of stuff. But I haven't quite figured out how I want to use that yet. And then it definitely affects my job. There's definitely a fear for me that AI will replace the job I do. I'm a developer, and AI is very naturally fit for doing that sort of thing. So maybe one day I won't have a job anymore, which would be a bummer. I'll continue doing this stuff though. Hopefully maybe this will turn into something bigger and better. We'll see. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I'm going to say that I'm going to drink some water. Always stay hydrated. But the thing I want to discuss is, could there be an upside to everything that's going on right now? There's a lot of negative news and a lot of fear, and rightfully so. Artificial intelligence definitely has a sort of existential threat for humanity. I've seen quite a bit of talks, and a lot of the leaders in the industry are quite fearful of what we're creating. And the train's already set sail. No, that's not correct. The train has already left the station. There we go. And there's not really much we can do to slow it down. We can probably put some guardrails around it, perhaps. Maybe try to figure out some constraints. But without going too far into this, because that'll make this video very long, maybe I'll do some other videos on it. But there is this fear that artificial intelligence will evolve so rapidly that it'll be very difficult for us to distinguish, or it to distinguish, our intelligence. So human intelligence versus artificial intelligence. There could be such a huge gap that presents a problem for humanity. Perhaps artificial intelligence would see us as useless and get rid of us, or just ignore us, or something like that. That would be the more optimistic view, is that artificial intelligence sort of ignores us and does its own thing as it rapidly evolves. But I wanted to take a look at it from, what's the upside? Could there be an upside for this path that we're on currently? And I think there could be. And I think if you look throughout history, every time there's been large technological advances, think about the Industrial Revolution, there's always a lot of fear around major changes like that, paradigm shifts in the way that we do things. And the fear is always that humanity is going to be replaced by machine or by technology, or now artificial intelligence. And that could be the case. But perhaps it won't be. Perhaps artificial intelligence will be more of a tool or something that aids humanity, just like we've seen with past technological advances. Humanity has never been completely replaced before. It's always been something that takes a bit of adjusting and getting used to, but then it ends up being part of our day-to-day lives. And I think the same could be true for artificial intelligence. We could see that a lot of tools are being made, a lot of advancements in the way we do research, the way we do investigations, things like that. So we're already seeing a lot of that, and I think we're going to continue to see that, and that's going to evolve, and it's going to get better and better and better. And I think what we need to do, humanity, needs to not be so fearful of that and try to embrace it. Try to figure out ways to incorporate these new tools in the way that we live our lives. And for example, for me, when I started seeing this evolve more commercially, I definitely got fearful of it. And I was like, well, there goes my job. And that's not necessarily the case. I think even for myself, what I need to do is embrace it. And just like I have other tools for my job, this is just going to be another thing I add to my toolbox. So artificial intelligence doesn't have to be super scary right now. And hopefully it doesn't get to that place in the future. But I think if we can figure out ways to use it as a tool to make our lives better, we could get to a place where, and this is where it gets kind of fearful, because the initial thought is very frightening, but maybe we could get to a place where all of this sort of laborious work goes away and goes to automation or robotics or artificial intelligence, and we allow technology to actually do the majority of our work, our manual labor, our anything actually, from soft work to hard work. So perhaps artificial intelligence and technology could replace a lot of that stuff in our society and free humanity up to do things that are more on the connection level. Like, let's get back to connecting with each other. Let's get back to being more empathetic and compassionate towards each other. Let's start sharing more. So there is the possibility that it opens up humanity to do some better things with our lives, perhaps. And I think I'll leave it there. I just kind of scratched the surface of this topic, and I'll probably do some more of these because I think we could really do a deep dive on all the little facets that come with artificial intelligence. So, till next time, peace.